What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with another toy room tour. I know I haven't done one of these since I first moved into this room. There's just a couple of things I want to get out of the way for anybody who's new or for anyone who hasn't seen my last toy room tour. This isn't my permanent toy room. If you guys have been following the channel, you know that I had a much better toy room than this with way more stuff on display in my old apartment. I moved out of my old apartment and now I'm in a one room. I have one room to myself versus having a whole apartment. This is a temporary living situation for the next year, but once this is over, I'll get my toy room back to what it used to be. Almost all of my collection is in boxes and whatnot. I took some of the stuff out, as you can see behind me, and anything new that I've picked up since I've moved in here, I put on display. So without further ado and all that stuff out the way, let's go ahead and get into the toy room tour for February 2019. Alright, so as soon as you walk in, you have the door, and not much to show here other than my LED bulb, my colored LED bulb that I put in here. Smart bulb controlled by the phone. I have that doing purple right now, but other than that, nothing interesting there. I just have a nightstand. So coming over here, obviously we got the bed, because unfortunately, like I said, I am limited to what I can do, so I had to cram every single thing into this room, as you guys will see here in a second. But we have Sparky over here. Hey Sparky, with his little Raphael toy here, which he loves. And then right behind Sparky, on the other side of the bed, this dresser is not mine, but I had to keep it in this room, unfortunately, so that takes up a lot of space. But we have my Legacy Red Ranger helmet, and then my Fast and the Furious collection. Love those things. And then a Darth Vader helmet over there. Then coming over here, we have the ooze bottle with some Fiats that I have, and then this is my YouTube review station here. So this is where I do all my reviews and whatnot. And this is my JBL Pulse 3 Bluetooth speaker. I absolutely love the LED effects on this thing, and this is an extra Ang that I got. But yeah, this is where I do all my reviews. Usually sit here and have lights going in there or whatever. So, and this is kind of like my to-do station. I already did the Avatar toys. I have to do these Hot Wheels, and I have Crash sitting behind there. And then coming over here, this is kind of the command center. And let me just turn on the light so we can get some better lighting back here. That should be okay. So I have here along the top all of the NECA video game figures that I own. I'm only missing a handful of them, but here are the ones that I do have. So I have them coming around the front and then wrapping around the side, which we'll take a look at in a second. And then these are all of my consoles that I have set up. Not every single one is plugged in and ready to go like in the old room, because I don't have as many available outlets in this room. But here we go. We got my Xbox One X, my original Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, regular PS4 Slim, PS3 with the PlayStation LED light, PS2, Wii, GameCube, 64, Super Nintendo, finally added that to my collection, so happy about that. Super Nintendo 3DS right behind it, and then the NES along with all their respective controllers in order coming through. And a lot of dust. I should have dusted before I start this video, but whatever. And then we got the Biggie Funko Pop, PS1 Classic, Connect for the Xbox One, which I only use for the voice commands, so I absolutely love the voice commands. Super Nintendo and NES Classic, Sega Genesis USB hub, so you can just plug in multiple USBs and charge multiple things at once. Then another Biggie Funko Pop. This is my 55-inch, I believe, Samsung Smart TV that I got on Black Friday. And then moving over here, move the light this way, we got a couple posters. So we have my Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse poster. Pretty cool, great movie, blew me away. My D Wade poster, unfortunately this is his last year playing. I am a Miami Heat fan, if you guys couldn't tell. Then coming over here, we have another LED bulb that I just have on like a little light stand resting on top of here, bouncing off the wall. Super Mario Odyssey poster, and then obviously the arcade 1-Up Street Fighter machine with my bat tops and corrected control panel overlay that you guys gave me so much crap for putting this under the thing by accident, but it is corrected for anybody who cares. My LED light up letterbox, and then let's get some lighting. Let's bring this over here. So I did this little design for you guys who didn't see my past tour. Let's just do this. So I had this design where I put this kind of in the middle of the room to give me more space to put things behind it, because if I put this on the back wall, I had all this empty space that I couldn't do anything with, and I didn't really have any space to put anything because the empty space was in the middle of the room. So I pulled this TV stand forward, still have a ton of space in between the bed and that, and then that gives me like this little hidden section back here where I can put all of my games and movies that I want access to. So this is all of the games that I have in my collection. I did unbox all the games, so we'll just start really quickly over here. We have some World of Nintendo figures, Mega Man, Samus, got this Walgreens exclusive, and then I have this little insert from that Super Mario Odyssey 5-pack that I just thought was really cool of New Donk City. And then we have some exclusive pops right here. Jeffrey as Iron Man, the New York Comic Con Biggie, and the Chase version of Taz from Space Jam. And then we have here are all of my NES games, Super Nintendo games, N64 games, and then some of my PS1 games and Dreamcast, and I think 1 or 2 PC games and some DS. And coming here to the windowsill again, I have this M&M Kamikaze like cassette tape. So this is actual working cassette tape. It was a limited edition that M&M was selling, and I really loved the album, and I thought this was really cool. Just a translucent red cassette tape. It's still sealed. I haven't opened it yet. Then we have some Disney afternoon figures here. I'm still missing, who am I missing? I can't remember his name, and I know it's going to come to me. Darkwing. I'm missing Darkwing. Then we got my Legacy helmets, my Funko 6-inch Megazord glow-in-the-dark version, and the 12-inch Ultrazord with the Funko Pop Stitch over there. We have the Starlink R-Wing from Star Fox, and then I have these posters here that I still haven't hung up, and I don't know when I'm going to do that. And then we got my Xbox One, PS4, PS3, and Xbox 360 collection here. If you guys are wondering, I have almost 600 games in my collection. Then we have just some big box stuff that didn't really fit anywhere else. This little holder for NES games with all the NES sleeves. Then coming here we have my Blu-ray collection. So we got all of that. Blu-ray and DVD. Well, part of my Blu-ray and DVD collection, the end of it, that leads into my GameCube games, my Wii games, my Wii U games, and my PS1 and loose disc games. Then coming up here, we have my Infinity War pop with Captain America and Thanos, and then the rest of my movie collection here with the Blu-rays and DVDs. You can see that right there. And then moving on over here, if we can get into this corner, let's cut this light on over here. So I have all of my PS2 collection, all down this column, all down this column, some of it on this column, and then the rest of this column is all original Xbox games. But towards the bottom there are some PS2 games. And then coming over here, this is where I decided to put my Funko Pops of Avatar on top of the PS1, alongside the PS1 coasters that I did a review on, and the PS1 Classic with my legit PS1 over here. And then I have my Dreamcast, my Genesis, Sonic 3, and then my box Genesis games with Super Street Fighter 2. This is actually soap. I know that sounds weird, but yeah, this is a bar of soap. If you haven't seen it, check out, I think just type in Sonic the Hedgehog soap and you'll see my video on that. That was pretty cool. And then I have the Sonic Mania for the Switch that has the Genesis reversible cover on it. And I got hockey, Madden, and NBA back there. And then I have this Sega Saturn remote control steering wheel, not remote control, but steering wheel, the Sonic Mania limited edition statue. Then I have this Shaq Fu grapefruit punch type of thing from Arizona from a few years ago with my copy of Shaq Fu and Toy Story. And then I have my Shaq poster over here. And then I have a portable Sega Genesis and my PSP. Then coming here, I have my Nintendo section. So I got 2 GameCubes, the Superboy, Game Boy Colors, Game Boy SPs, Game Boy Advance, all my Game Boy games. So you can see that complete collection of the first gen Pokemon games, the second gen Pokemon games. do have a complete collection of the 3rd gen, but I don't know where Sapphire is. It's a good question. I have to find out where I put Sapphire now, because I do have a complete 3rd gen collection. I don't know where Sapphire is. Anyways, so I have red, yellow, and blue, gold, silver, and crystal, and then the Japanese green version right there, and then obviously emerald, ruby, and I don't know where the heck Sapphire is, but then just some other games stacked on there, some portable batteries with Charmander and Bulbasaur right there, and then my Metroid reversible cover there for the DS. And then coming down here, just my Xbox collection. So this is my original Xbox, a black Xbox 360 Fat, a white Xbox 360 Fat, a sealed Xbox Slim controller, and my day 1 edition of Xbox Live for the Xbox One. Then coming right over here, we have my Switch collection, which I love, and it's just growing and growing, and then my PSP collection. And then the final thing I have in this corner is this Megazord from Imagine X that I got at the thrift store. Now, let me just flip the screen around so I can see myself. There we go. So that is everything. Oh, no, it's not. I totally forgot. Behind me here, let's go over here. So we got the rest of my NECA video game figures. And then this is like my little 80s section here. So I have the Ninja Turtles complete DVD set, and then like a paper version of the Turtle Van, and then Ghostbusters diecast, Cruella de Vil. That's 90s. No, that's not 90s. That might be even before 80s. I know 101 Dalmatians is a pretty old movie, but I have that there. I got some Batmobiles, and then my arcade classics back there, the Back to the Future hoverboard, and then this little Back to the Future poster that like changes as you're in different angles. Kind of hard to see on camera, but the brother and sister will appear depending how you're looking at it. Then we got the DeLorean, this Mickey Mouse Gamer Pop, Star Wars. This isn't technically 80s, this is obviously recent, but it's Star Wars, so it works. My Millennium Falcon memory game that doesn't have batteries, but you push it, it makes a sound, and you have to try and match the sound. Really fun game. My Funko t-shirt VHS box from Rocky, and then more of the NECA video game figures as we come back this way. And then I have this bag of VHS tapes that my dad gave me. I have to go through them. I gotta find a space for them, but tons of VHS tapes from the 90s in there. And now that is everything, but like I said, that is that's everything that I have on display. That's not everything that I have in my collection. I have tons of boxes in the garage piled up to the ceiling. Just so many toys, hundreds and hundreds, if not close to thousands of toys, just all packed away. So that, like I said, this is my temporary toy room. This isn't permanent. It's only going to be like this for the next year until March of 2020. That's when I'm getting married and I'll be buying my own house. And right now I'm just saving up money to do so. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The room, nothing's changed around much since the last tour, as far as just moving things around, but I've added a bunch of stuff since the last tour. The last tour I did, I really was just getting the room set up, and like I said, I've added a bunch of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. That link is in the description down below. And check out all of my other toy room tours. There should be a thing for you to click on with a playlist of all the tours, so you can check all those out. And that's pretty much it. So stay tuned for more, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.